Hello friends, welcome back to another video. Avatar is finally live in Paper Magic, and there's already been a tournament over in Japan. Number one deck went 10-0, cleaned the entire field. Is this Gruul aggro deck versus the old Gruul aggro that would try to do Delirium. What's the difference in this deck? Badger Mole Cub. Badger Mole Cub is a broken card. This card is dumb. This card is ridiculous. This card is over the top. Badger Mole Cub, when this creature enters Earthbend 1, whenever you tap a creature for mana, add additional green, and you just go to Ramp City. So what we're trying to do is play a quick aggro game with Breakout, Nature's Rhythm to kill our opponent with Delirium creatures. So at our one drop, we got a Violent Urge. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike. If we have Delirium, gains double strike instead. We have our one drop Mana Dork. We have the Beastie Boy Delirium. This creature can't attack or block unless there are 4 more card types in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill 1. We got FOMO, Overprotect. Target creature gets +3/+3, trample, hexproof, and indestructible. We have a 1 main board Keen Eye Curator to deal with the problematic graveyard decks, or a Breakout to find all of our 1 and 2 drop value creatures. And we have a 1 of Wildfire Witcher Folk. Haste, 3/2. Delirium gets +1/+1 and has trample. And then we have another 1 of Nature's Rhythm, a way to search our library for a creature card with mana value X or less, and it has Harmonized to return from the graveyard. We're playing a 4 of Tersa. Haste, when it enters, discover up to 2 cards and draw that many cards. And then whenever it attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in graveyard, exile a card at random from your graveyard, and you may play that card this turn. Ouroboros is just an amazing card, especially if you're playing aggro deck, puts counters on everything. And then there's another 1 of Nova Hellkite in here. We could play Nova Hellkite on turn 3 if we have a Badger Mole Cub on turn 2. This deck loves a lot of 1 of Fun Loves, so let's see what happens. In the sideboard today, they were playing 4 of Fire Magic, a way to probably deal with Badger Mole Mirrors. We have Lightning Strike as well. We have Mage Bane Lizard. Whenever player casts a non-creature spell, this creature deals damage to that player equal to the number of non-creature spells they cast the turns. We have more Keen Eye Curators. I know we have Nature Rhythm in the main board, but Keen Eye Curators is for that problematic graveyard decks. We have Scrap Shooter in case problematic artifact or enchantment deck. We have links for those decks that are playing 4 colors. And one of our new cards, Legend of Roku, is probably coming in for control. Love this card. Exile the top 3 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. Play these cards, add some mana, flip them over, and he makes dragons that close out the game pretty fast by paying 8 mana. So that's the deck today. Let's see if the best deck from the Japanese Standard Cup Avatar: The Last Airbender, when this deck is finally live in paper, is actually worth the hype today. Opponent goes first. Our hand's a little slow, but we have Badger Mole. Might get some value out of that. You can try it. We're going to play our tap land and just pass the turn. Our opponent's probably playing mono black value? Give my... So our Badger Mole is probably going to die, but we're going to go for it anyways. Earthbend to bring it out. And there's a Bitter Triumph as we thought. So opponent's probably playing the mono black ramp deck. Yes. So they are playing the Washington Planetarium and Ugin. So let's see if we can go faster than my opponent wants to play this game. So we can ditch some lands. Draw more lands, that's unfortunate. And bash for 3. New keyboard on the way. The Y only works when once. Oh, I haven't heard of a new single. I need to go check it out. You have to link it in Discord or something. One plays a Luis. Gross. Oogie. This gives indestructible, so we'll go beat downs. And trample on through. I don't want to play more into their board because they probably have a sweeper this turn. There's the Deadly Cover-Up as we thought. So we can play our Tersa. Let's pitch these 2 looking for a land for Breakout. And we didn't get it. We get an elf for free from our graveyard, though. I like the value. Tersa. I hope they don't play another board wipe. I mean, if they do, it's not the end of the world. Okay. Right, Killer Tursa. Played the big old drowsy boy. And they are empty-handed now. So we could do some damage here. See what Breakout gets us. Gives us an Orboroid. We want it. We can play Orboroid right now. It might be the answer. Fear of Missing Out also gives us 2 combat steps, and we can discard our hand. I like that better. Let's discard the land. We can break out again. Give our bestie. Use our excess mana. Fear of Missing Out can trigger and untap you for an extra combat step. And get into 5. Cross your fingers, I don't have a board wipe. Off to the sideboard. Dude, this deck is sweet. So they're playing mono black control. Lizard might be okay here. Key9 Curator doesn't do anything. They're not messing with the graveyard. Lynx does nothing. We might be a Legend of Roku bring in because they are doing a lot of spells. I think I want haste, so I'm going to keep Spoken. Maybe take out 1 beastie. I want to keep all my haste creatures in. Maybe 1 FOMO. I'll try it like this. The music video really Ronnie? Again, you got to send it to me. I will definitely jam it. I'm playing DMCA free music today, so I don't get in trouble though. You can probably, it's probably very quiet for you, so you don't really hear it. I can turn it up a little bit, but it's just video game music. I think right now this is Final Fantasy. One goes first. We have Manadork and a Badger Mole. Oh! Do we have the dream? Lantern Wolf? If they don't remove the elf, we can go Badger Mole into Badger Mole. So they removed the elf. Very rude of them. I'm going to play our Badger Mole, suit up our starting town, and pass. And they're just rampant. They probably have removal for Badger Mole now. Yep. We play Badger Mole, then we can play Tirsa in the same turn. Right? No, we cannot. We can play Lizard, though. We can play Lizard. And go aggro next turn. One has to read the Lizard card. They probably have never seen it before. You have to be worried about them wrathing here, I guess? No, they're just going to kill the Badger. I think I'm okay with this. So we get rid of this. It still comes back even when exiled. And we can bash in with Tirsa. Pitching the land and the Manadork. So that would be good when we untap to have Overprotect. We're just trying to... Fulcrum, okay. So we have a chance here. Them finding an end and a reagent, and they perfectly find a land. That's okay. So if we find a hasty boy, I think they're dead. Fortunately, no hasty boy for us. Drawing a land there was probably our worst draw, and I played the forest instead of the stomping ground so we can give them not perfect information. So I'm just gonna protect our lizard. It's not doing anything. And they're still gonna take damage from a 1-drop, and drawing a land was probably our worst draw. So hopefully the lizard lives for a while. And drawing a land is great for us. Hopefully they don't draw an Ugin. They do have Fountain Port to block a few turns with Lizard, but they're still taking 1 damage. Oh, and they're just going to cast the dragon. Okay. It's drawing too many lands in our aggro deck. Makes me sad. They might just have a... Ooh, another protection spell. Not what we want. So we're looking for one of our haste creatures. We can kill them with our haste. Attacking a token, draw a card, it does seem pretty good to us. Us drawing another land is not that good. And now I think we might have missed our window to win the game against the mono black removal deck. None of these give haste, we just pass the turn. There. You take 1 damage. Take 2 damage. And now we can protect it. Fortunately, this does give toughness, so I'm not going to use it. If you have another spell, you die on the spot. Opponent. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is sweet. Even if we do flood. We get to play first. Seems okay. We don't have our 1-drop mana dork. We got Badger Mole, and Badger Mole is just a great card in itself. We can just play this tap and pass. Play our Badger Mole on turn 2. Drawing a protection is pretty nice. What plays Tranquil Clove? Flyers? Interesting. We're gonna play FOMO here. If it's Flyers, I don't care about Keen Eye, I don't think. Hope to find a red source, and we don't. We can keep up protection here and pass. Next turn we play Ouroboros. Might have been better to break out there instead. And we are just going to protect our Badger Mole here. And go pure beatdowns. And put them on a clock. See what breakout gets us, shall we? Another Badger More or FOMO is not a bad draw off this breakout. I really like breakout. It's really breaking out in my heart. We can put a Tear Center hand, but it doesn't do anything this turn. Guess we can do it for next turn. Sure. So let's put our beasties in before combat. Counter. Okay. We'll play another beastie, and now we have Fear Missing Out trigger. FOMO can attack twice. And you're just dead. Okay, that was an interesting game. So fairies counter magic. I like a lightning strike here. Since they showed us the enchantment, we want to have at least 3 power. K9 Curator does nothing here. I'm gonna go down 1 bestie. Maybe 1 breakout. Scrap Shooter might be a reason to bring it in. Just kind of cut all around. I don't think this is a Nova Hellkite matchup. And just go lower to the ground a little bit. One goes first. This doesn't make any of our mana, so I think we have to mulligan. Hand seems better. We can toss our tap land, even though it's a creature land. Play our beastie on turn 1. Turn 2 we can FOMO. Depending on our draw, what we want to do. One is probably holding up counter magic. So I'm gonna guess they're doing the creature spell, so I want to cast Breakout. They showed us Essence Scatter in the first game. Guess I'll just put an Ouroboros in my hand. Pass the turn. Maybe putting Shooter was a better choice into my hand. We might be punished for it later, but we'll see. I would like to cast Tersa because it's more curve efficient, and they're probably going to Essence Scatter this, and it's going to let our beastie attack now, right? No, it's Artifact Creature Sorcery. We need to put an instant in the graveyard. They could be playing Wrath effects. Grand Abolisher. You a combo deck? Land is pretty good. I think it's worth it to FOMO, and because they're going to counter FOMO or Boroid, and I'd rather them counter FOMO and we can keep up Overprotect this turn. They let it go. Interesting. Or Boroid to draw a card. Let's go to combat. They removed this during combat. I think I'm slamming Badger Mole. If not, I'm going to keep up a protection because our board state is better than them having a Grand Abolisher out. And then just take it. Okay. They probably have interaction, so we're just gonna pass the turn. And unfortunately can't cast over... I guess that's a downside. I can't cast Overprotect on their turn for whatever they do, so that might be a punt. Because they just get to do this for free on our FOMO. But now they're tapped down. We draw land, we can Badger Mole. Yep. We can Badger Mole. What do you have for 1 white or blue up? This. And we can play Ouroboros. Ouroboros will trigger. Ouroboros is just a dumb card. Badger Mole and Ouroboros in one deck is insane. Unsummon, okay. So next turn we can Ouroboros with Overprotect. Are you a combo deck? A Beza, okay. I think we can just beat down with Beastie here. We have Overprotect. We're not going to cast Overprotect anyways, so let's just get that annoying card off the board. I can't Overprotect on their turn because they have Grand Abolisher, so they're probably going to get Ouroboros here. Yep. On Millen. It's not a good draw. We can hold on this in case we have a looting effect. Let's just go beatdowns. We have another Overprotect. And jump blocking is okay for us. We don't have to waste our Overprotect here. We can just pass the turn. We weren't presenting lethal with Overprotect there. Whatever they do, we can't protect it. Lightning Strike would not be a bad draw, so we can Overprotect on my opponent's turn to protect something. Takes your season, just waiting for the Marinade and Settle? Hell yeah. You're making me hungry, sir. Upkeep mill. A good mill. That's not a good draw, though. So we'll just go to combat and keep the beatdowns. They can make a fish. The block. My only concern is I don't know what their next card is. We can go for lethal now. 6, 7, 8. No, we can't have lethal, so I'm not gonna do it. Never mind. We're short 1 damage. Another Beza. Yeah, you got it. You get top deck. So that would have been a good draw. Bowman was a good draw. You have counter magic? They do. Now we're at the mercy of my opponent's top deck again. This Violet Urge would have won us the game. Okay, you got a shelter. There goes our beastie. It's okay. Let's see if they have counter magic. What is your last card? Just put Teresa in our hands. Pitching that. Lightning Strike's pretty good for next turn. We can keep back Verge now to Lightning Strike. Anything but the Abolisher. Or see if we get anything off this trigger. They're just making a fish. We're okay with this. Playing a FOMO is not bad here. I'm just going to play a FOMO. I want to keep Lightning Strike. Oh, it's not a May, but we drew another Lightning Strike. I haven't played with FOMO enough. I apologize. Play no blocks in case you have Wrath. Yep, there's the Wrath. Player controls the most creature investigate and destroy all creatures. Okay. Ooh, that would have been really, really good. Hydromol's okay. Get in with Beastie here. We'll hold back Lightning Strike and a Clue Crack because they're just going to block with their fish. I kind of want to have the land for a little extra mana right now. A weird game. Alright, can you stop drawing so well, opponent? My only hope. That was a terrible draw. Breakout is decent. Let's see what we get. More Boroid. Plain or Boroid. Hold on to Llanowar Elves. They already showed us a board wipe. And it's not doing anything to this board. My opponent draw Wrath. Vanishing. Curator of Destinies. Opponent is definitely fighting the good fight, that's for sure. Tapped out. Matter what I give you. Lightning bolt early. Show that they're dead. Back just for the extra, confirming you're dead. What an interesting game. A little bit slow as draws for me as the aggro deck, but I think we got there. Going through a lot of removal and interaction. We are on the play. And the Buddha. Hand seems okay. Rest. Joke's on you, duress doesn't work. We're gonna put this on Stomping Ground, and next turn... I don't know what we're gonna do next turn. Like an untapped land. Sorry, duress still does not work. They're probably the mill deck that I have to worry about. I'm gonna play this, pitching Beastie because it helps with our delirium. And our opponent gives up? Weird. I think a lizard comes in here. I don't think this is a keen-eye deck. Maybe we can go down one FOMO. Or... oh, we put FOMO back in and go down one Terza. Do. Nightbot's being a good boy. How was your weekend, Parrots? Disney, how was your weekend? Nice list for kids. Your singular day off? Hey, singular day off is great. We go first. We have Elf into Badger Mole. We have to keep that, right? Watery Grave. Well, I'm gonna force you to kill my dork. No, they stabbed him. Gonna force you to kill my Badger Mole now. And they probably have removal, so this hand is pretty bad. Yeah, another stab. We really need to draw some lands or we're in trouble. Ido.
0% chance I lose.
Okay.
They'll never see us coming.
That's not good. Player beasties and pass.
Follow me, Pom-Pom-Chan.
Way 2 lands is probably bad for us. Everyone's got to read the lizard, man. Oh, they're scared of the lizard. Bet your butt we're gonna mill. This is pitching an urge angle. If they wrath us here, we might be in trouble.
Stick to the shadows.
Take our land. Could still find delirium here. Getting a land drop there was great. because now we can hit Kaido so he doesn't ult. Another
Who taught you such bad manners?
or Boroid might be okay.
Follow me, Pom Pom Chan.
Can we play around a Wrath? Are we in position to play around a Wrath? If we're never going to run to probably kill Mole. Opponent's empty-handed. Did we get Delirium here? 2 lands is not how we get Delirium, but Breakout. He's pretty good. I'm gonna pitch Ouroboros right here. It might be wrong. You can kill Kaido here at least. One in the face.
Need to reconfigure.
And we gotta evade my opponent's top deck. Stock Up is pretty good though. Kind of scary. If we can flip over these beasties, we're in good shape. Especially a Violent Urge in our hand. Violent Urge might be a little worse. Here, you can take a land. But yeah, Violent Urge is just much worse. Land is okay. We just beat down with FOMOs. Holding on Violent Urge here might be greedy. We just need to get damage across. Yeah, this is what we were worried about. There's a Wrath. Breakout is a really good draw, though. FOMO's great. We can pitch this. Let's just give this double strike and push through damage. And get them to 1. And we have Wicker Folk, which has haste. That was a really good turn and a really good draw. Even if they remove this, ooh, Consult is good. So even if they remove FOMO, we still have lethal with our 1/0 Witcher Folk. Good game, opponent. Aggro being aggro. This I got for the food bank. Someone donated this to the food bank because I am poor. Think about subscribing to the channel so I can maybe not go to the food bank anymore. However, we're going to enjoy some chips anyways. Hit that subscribe button. The bag ripped. Oh no. It's all over the ground. This is how we get ants. 1 drop in a bed. These red lines have been a problem. Play our ridge line. And we'll just play our Badger Mole Cub. Untap our dual lands. You have a kill or removal. Okay, so we might be playing against control. Play our Tersa. Throw away 1 beastie. Opponent's playing mono control over there. Overlord, sure. If we find a land off this, we're doing great. That's not good at all. And Curator is not what does it here. Wow, getting in. Okay. So they must be a control deck. FOMO targeting this. And for another 3, and we can play Beastie after combat. Violent Urge wouldn't have killed them there. Guarding Time pass. Next turn we can Ouroboros with Urge, but they probably have a Wrath here. Sure. Get a trigger on this. Breakout. Does not seem like our answer. So let's go to combat and see if they block. If they don't block, they die. Oh, we'll just get the meringue off the board. And pass. Next turn we can Terza with Breakout. So greedy. If your counterspell is your last card. Sure. You have all the answers, my friend. You got it. I'm gonna force them to block. They don't block. This doesn't do enough. Four. Another Overlord. Sure. And now they are dead. Gonna steal this one away with the double strike trample. Take that, control deck. Mr. Gandalf himself. Ridgeline, I have doubts about you, but prove me wrong in this instance. This is control matchup. We bring this in. Bring Keen Eye out. Bring this in. Maybe bring Scrap Shooter in. Try it this way. Who's first? Guess we can try. His hand's really slow though. If we get a 1-drop, that would be perfect. Nope. Authority. Okay. Let's get Lizard out of here. Getting a land drop. It's perfect because we can Badger Moral Cub with Overprotect next turn. Or we could have Breakout there, but I'm still worried about a way to ruin our board. Sure. So let's break out. Another Badger Mole Cub, sure. And still keep our Overprotect up. High noon, sure. How many Badger Moles do we have? Not enough, apparently. Overprotect still seems really bad here. There's our Wrath. So let's just protect our Cub. We'll have our Overprotect up. Pass. High noon in a control deck against aggro is interesting to bring in. What do you want to do? Pretty good. That does not seem good. So let's pump up the team and pass. Next turn we can hopefully get in for a lot of damage. Station. Do you have a board wipe done? Sure. Positive side, my opponent is drawing well, but they're not drawing any card advantage yet. Beat downs. Get down. Get lost. Okay. Can't play... I guess we can play Ouroboros this turn. No, we can't, because it's next turn. Might have been worth it to put the Delirium creature in, and that was wrong. Because now they can just get lost on our turn when they put it on Ouroboros. And then we just took a turn off doing nothing? Yeah, I should have brought out the Delirium creature. I'm going to force them to waste it now. If I had protection here, that would be amazing, so I'm just going to pretend I have it. But we can only cast one spell a turn, so it doesn't matter. Go our main phase before comment, so we're just going to soup this Badger Mole up, hopefully, with cards that matter. No. We're off to the races. Hi, Spooky. Going okay, Spooky. How are you, buddy? I'm losing to control decks right now. I'm drawing way too many lands. You have an answer. Not going to kill your clock. Unfortunately, this gets rid of our way to kill them soon. It's really bad when we have more lands than the control opponent. Are we going to get board wiped? No? Okay. You have an answer for this Ouroboros opponent. And we pass. Sure. You're missing out is a decent draw. Do you have counter magic over there? Force you to make a fish and block with it. Alright, here's my Ouroboros. You have an answer. Okay. So you go to 5, you block something. You go to 1, so now they can't make any more fish. Do you have a Wrath opponent? A Beza would be brutal right now. Okay, they made a treasure. They can't activate High Moon because it's 5 mana. Unless they have an untapped land. Oh, getting flooded against control and winning feels so good. That we can search for, but a little bit of part of me wants to cut down on Nova Hellkite and go more consistent with maybe another Witcher folk. maybe cut these keen eyes and make sure they're the sideboard to make sure we're definitely on this Delirium plan. But I can see the power level of this deck and why it won the first paper tournament that has been registered in the new Avatar format. Why? Because Badger Moral is just amazing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and it means so much to me. I love interacting with the comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Woo!